Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm going to talk to you about Guestbook Go. It's an app running on iPad, also works on iPhone. And it's a self-managed solution for weddings and other parties where you can have a photo booth, record video messages, or have a quiz, and write or draw things. And before I dive in deeper, I can tell you that this app is free to download and try. It's on the App Store, link below, and you only pay if you want to use it for your event, because there are watermarks in the background when you actually start the event mode. But free to try, so check it out. So it has 4 functions you can use, and you can decide which one of these or how many of these you want to use for the event. So let me show them to you. We have photo booth, perhaps the most common use of the app. And there are settings here. You can change quite a bunch of things. You can have 1 or 4 pictures, and you can have the result being either 1 or 4 pictures if you want to go that route. And the guests can also add a label to the photo. So this is what the result is going to look like. You can have a frame, or you can choose not to have a frame, and you can design it in the way that suits your event. And it's going to be the same for all those photos during the event. And if you want to, the guest can add a label. So lots of customization here. And that's how the photo booth function works. Let me try a picture here. Get ready. Always ready. Eyes concentrated to where the camera is. And there's the picture. Yeah. And so you can customize. And I'm not going to, well, let me add a label here. Just type in hello world. Yes, I'm a programmer. And there we go. That's the pretty bland version of the result. You can customize that, have prettier pictures. So thank you message, and goes back to the main screen. And then there's video message. You only set the limit for the time. The time limit is important, so it goes back to the main screen. It's a self-managed video solution. No monitoring of this app. And there's the quiz show, where you can have a bunch of questions that's going to pop up to get the conversation going, or to have an actual quiz. So it can be a good thing for weddings. How do you know the happy couple? That sort of thing. And there's a separate video on the quiz function, so I don't need to go into depth with the quiz function. And there's Scribble, where you can just write or draw things. Being very unoriginal here. I'm going to type the same thing. Hello world. There's an L in there too, right? There we go. And let's change the background to light blue, maybe. Yeah. There we go. And there's the results. And thank you. So those are the 4 functions. Now regarding the photo booth and video functions, you can use the front or back camera, or you can use an external camera, like the one I'm using right now. It's a Canon R8. It's a mirrorless camera that's quite pricey, which means it has support for USB video streaming. And that's what you need. You can plug in a USB-C cable into an iPad that has to have a USB-C input, not the old Lightning port. And that way you can stream video. If it works on the FaceTime app, it's going to work in Guestbook Go. And the iPad can be in any orientation too for this event. And so that's pretty good. If you also want to use an external audio, let's say you want to use the internal camera but have an external microphone, you can do that either with a wired microphone into the USB-C or with a wireless microphone where you put a receiver here at the USB-C port and then have a wireless microphone somewhere. The one I'm using right now is a wireless plugged in, where the receiver is plugged into the mirrorless camera. So you customize all that in the main settings. So let's look at the main settings. Here you have the main labels. Now I should say all the labels that appear towards the guest can be customized, which means that this app supports any language it supports. And even though the help section and the actual descriptions in here are so far in English and French and Japanese, English, French, and German, but you can use it for any language. Put in your titles, choose which functions to include. Let's just disable 2 here, so you'll see what that looks like later. And add a custom button and a custom color for the buttons. Here you have the external camera you can configure, or the built-in camera. The different fonts you want to use, or the font you want to use. You can change the background, of course, either one of these options here, or you can have your own image from your photo library. And then you have animations you can put on here. Right now it's hearts. Hearts on top of hearts. Let's change that to emojis. So you type in what the emojis you want, and they're going to appear on screen. There's also an idle screen, which is to grab attention or to actually showcase the pictures that have been taken, if you want to use that. So customize that here. Now you can see 2 functions are, are the ones that are enabled for the event. So to get going, you just press Start Event, and now this is what the guest will see. Just 2 buttons, or 3 or 4, depending on how many functions you want to use. And if you use the idle screen, it's going to show it like this. So no settings buttons, just the actual functions. And that's Guestbook Go, self-managed solution for weddings, parties, birthdays, baby showers, what have you. If you have any questions about this app, please leave a comment in the description and try it out, and I hope you have fun. So good luck.